All right, Bubbles. Trying to go live. It's having a rough time. I think we're live, Bubbles. I think we're live. I think we're live. Hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well. We have Bubbles here. Oh, there's Bubbles. Please give us a like or a share for Bubbles. Oh, I just messed up your bed, didn't I? Sorry. Says Bubbles cat. She knows. She's like, I know where he's going to be. He's going to be doing the show. I thought I turned off my phone. Well, hopefully that's an indication that we're live. So if you hit the little bell and you're on YouTube, you'll get a little notification. LinkedIn does a notification too when we go live. Appreciate that. And we're growing a little bit every day. So this is cool. Today, by the way, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. If I haven't said it, it's not the Bubble Show. And I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And today I want to talk about don't clean their backlog for them. Just like moms shouldn't clean their kids' rooms. It may get dirty, but you have to let them figure it out. So I just want to talk about that a little bit. I had a team that was for months trying to get them to clean up their backlog. It was getting kind of unruly. And they finally did it, and I was so excited for them. But I didn't do it for them. So we'll talk about today why I have that technique and why you as a Scrum Master and Agile Coach should also take that one. Laugh out loud. Hey, Daria. Good morning. So we're going to talk about that today. So this is the 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show where we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way. This may not be very tactical, but it's very practical, and it's a long-lasting tips we're going to give today. And we do this so that you don't have to work crazy hours. Teams get stuff home, and they get to go home to their family and friends and have some fun, and maybe adopt a cat. Right, Bubbles? They should adopt a cat. Yeah, I say adopt cats and dogs. That's what we do. Our house is full of adoption cats and critters. So, hey there. Hey, Daria. I just can't link. So when I get comments on LinkedIn, I can do it. I can go, hello, but it'll be on YouTube. There we go. See how that goes. So now YouTube and Facebook both got the hello, Dario back. Okay, so the topic today, don't clean your team's backlog. So I could go in there in one fell swoop in anybody's backlog as an Agile coach. And I'm pretty good with Jira and Azure and Rally and version 1. I've been an admin for a lot of them and know how to do massive changes. I could fix their backlog for them. As a Scrum Master, you're in there every day. I see so many Scrum Masters that want to manage the backlog. You know what that results in? The product owner doesn't do it. And then all I hear is complaints from the Scrum Masters that they're cleaning up the rooms. Sounds like my wife. No, sounds like me. I said, you got to let them clean it. You got to set them up and do it. But if you clean their room, if you clean their backlog, they will never take ownership of that activity, never take ownership of their room. You can help set up time. Now, here's the key. I'm not saying don't do nothing. I'm not saying ignore the mess, right? I'm not saying that, right? I'm not saying ignore the mess. Greg said ignore the mess and I shouldn't touch it. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you help them build places for them to put their mess. Like, for example, if you have a messy backlog, help them build some, I call them sprint buckets, places to put their stories, or figure out a way of getting the old stuff off their list that's no longer valid into maybe a epic or something. Like I call them cleanup epics. I've done cleanup epics. I've done cleanup sprint buckets, stuff like that, just to lay it out so that you can spend some like an hour or so and just go through all the old stories that no longer apply and they just need to be removed, deleted, archived, whatever. Things that are just one-liners, don't have any information. Even some things that have a lot of information, maybe the value of that information is no longer valid, right? I mean, that's like having a VHS tape. Oh, let's put the video on VHS. What? It's been in your backlog for 10 years now? Yeah, get rid of it. Doesn't need to be there. It just adds clutter. Now everything's on YouTube digital, right? That would be more appropriate. So what I saw, and this is what I saw. So the teams I work with, this one team, months. I'm talking months, just showing them how. I mean, like question, not like pestering them, but boy, I said, wouldn't it be easier if your board was broken down more and you had less stuff in it? That's all I would say. And every once in a while, I'd come in and say, "Oh, I see your board's still complicated, huh? How's that going? Are you feeling okay about it?" No, it stressed me out. That's what I do. I don't go in there and say, you should do this and you should take care of this and you should fix it. And you have to. I just send them reminders and ask them questions. How's it going? Is it working? Sooner or later, they take ownership of what they're doing. If I did it, they would expect me to do it. If I was your Scrum Master for the team, right? And as a Scrum Master, I go in there and I clean up the backlog, get rid of old stuff, clean up old stuff. Do you think the product owner is going to do it? It's just like your kid. If the kid knows that you're going to go in their room and clean their room for them every week, is the kid going to clean it? No, they're not going to clean it. And it gets worse. One of the other better benefits is if they clean it, they take ownership of it. They may feel like, boy, this got to a mess. I got to clean this up. It helps me find my toys, find my stuff, my valued items that are in my room, right? So I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about this team. Now you can find what work you really want to do. You're not wasting time. And that's one of the things about getting you home to family and friends and not working crazy hours. If your backlog's organized in such a way, you're not wasting time looking at stuff that has no value, that you shouldn't be spending time on it because your backlog is in a nice cleaned up shape, right? Stuff that's older. Do we really need this? You start questioning, get it out of there, spend a half hour. I mean, it only takes a half hour a couple of times to really clean up a backlog. But we as Scrum Masters and Agile Coaches, we encourage those time slots to do that maintenance stuff. We do that. We encourage that. We show them how to create these blocks, how to organize thoughts, how to move stuff out of there. It got out of control. Though in my house, I'll be honest with you, it seems like everything that's in my house that gets out of control comes into my office. Every time I clean my office, more stuff comes in. So I have to maintain the office. Actually, today I have to go through and get rid of some stuff that's not really should be in my office here. I need to find a better place for some of the stuff that has gravitated from the rest of the house into my office. It's just like a backlog. I should do a show on that one. You don't want to see my office. It's full of camping stuff and other things. Anyway, but that's the idea. I got to own the office. I got to clean it. It's no one else's room. My wife doesn't come in here and clean. She's like, that's your hole. You clean up your own. So she does. She'll do it with me. You clean up your mess, but yet she won't do it with the kids. It's something to think about, right? So I just want to encourage everyone, keep your backlogs clean them up. Don't do it for the product owner. Seriously, don't do it. You may think you're helping, but you're really in the long run hurting because now they're not maintaining. Here's one other thing. If the product owner is in there looking around at stuff, the product owner knows where their stuff is. Hey, good morning. And knickknacks. There you go, knickknacks. So by them cleaning up their backlog, they will naturally prioritize the work at the same time. Did you catch that? Because if you're the Scrum Master and you get rid of old stuff, do you really know what the priorities are? Maybe not. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. But the product owner should know. The product owner should know what's all in there. So by them going and cleaning this stuff out, they go, oh, I forgot. This was a really good idea. We should bring that to the top. There you go. So that's the aspect of letting them clean their own backlog, letting your kids clean up their own room so they can find their toys. You may be amazed how many times when kids go clean up their rooms and they come out and they got a toy they haven't played with in a year. They're like, oh, this is great. I'm like, you haven't played with that darn toy for a year, right? So, okay. Karen so agrees. Clean your house. There you go. Product owner, Karen, good idea. So that's something that we as Scrum Masters have to resist. And if you noticed me when I coach these things, I talk about resist doing other stuff. Doesn't mean you ignore it, but there's certain techniques, like I said. Well, how is that going? Is that, are you able to work through it? No, it's a mess. Oh, is there any thoughts on how you might want to organize that mess? No, you got any tips? Well, you can create sprint buckets. You can create a epic in the systems or a feature that's called clean out, right? And you can help them organize, but then you let them go off and then you show them, you do a little demo, how to drag it, drop it so they can do their thing. That's it. And then you say, how's it going? Do you need to set up some time? And we go through and walk it through, but don't you touch the computer. Don't you move the stuff for them. You just set up the time boxes and the boxes with which to put their stuff in. Like I put shelves in for my kids. I'm not putting their games on the shelves. I built the shelves. They can put their games on the shelves. They can organize how they want to play with their stuff, right? So that's the idea. So with that, I'm going to say, have a great day. Enjoy your day. Happy scrumming. And we'll see you. Oh, we're going to see you tonight, because tonight we do a news program. I'm going to try to look up some more stuff on the technology side on how I want to do that. Shorten up the conversation on all the stock market stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but if you have any suggestions, again, anybody has any companies you want me to look at, any job postings, we go through all the Agile job postings throughout the United States, the European Union, and here in Philadelphia. So if you have a city you want me to kind of look at every once in a while, feel free to message me during the show. I actually do it before the show so I can do some pre-research and see how we're doing. And we'll see if there's any technology, any sites, anything you want me to look from a news perspective that you would like me to report out on a weekly basis on Tuesday nights. I will be happy to do so. With that, I say, take care, enjoy your day, and we can do some fade out music. Here we go. Ooh, we got music. With that, I'm gonna say, happy scrumming. Take care, everyone. It's great.